there are a few different types of heat illness. One of those would be heat exhaustion. Heat exhaustion is when your body is basically just reacting to the fluid loss in your body. And someone in this situation will appear to be pale, almost cool to the touch. They will have a rapid heartbeat, and their breathing will be shallow and fast. Now, the important thing to take note of in this is that you want to make sure that you get this individual to a cool place to rest and hydrate, because this can progress to heat stroke. So heat stroke is much more of a concern. Heat stroke is going to appear to be a person would have red, hot, almost dry skin. And in this situation, their heart rate is still going to be rapid, but it's going to be more throbbing. And then they also may appear to be confused. So in this situation, at first you want to make sure that you get help, because you're not going to be able to take care of them long term on your own. So you'll get help from medical assistance, and then get them to a shady area where the sun is not beaming down on them. And then you're going to take every measure you can to cool them off. So you can use sponges, clothing that you've soaked in water. You can even pour water on them, take off extra clothing, and you can try fanning them as well, although fanning isn't going to be as effective as using water or other cooling methods. And you'll do that until help arrives. And that's really the most important thing you can do for these people. So the key to avoid getting heat injury is truly prevention. You want to make sure that you're choosing the right time of day to exercise if you're going to exercise. So it's better to exercise in the morning or the evening when it's cooler outside. And if you're going to be exercising, it's extremely important that you're staying well hydrated throughout the entire day. And even if you're not going to be exercising, if it's hot outside, you need to be hydrating. And if you're waiting until you're thirsty, that's too late. And in addition to that, when you're exercising, you want to make sure that you are avoiding the sugary or alcoholic beverages, because when you're going out and exercising, after drinking those, your body is actually going to be more dehydrated than it would have been if you had just been drinking water. And when it's in the high 90s and you go back to your house, you want to make sure that you have air conditioning on so that your body can properly cool down. If it's in the high 90s, a fan is actually not going to help you to cool down effectively enough. So a key in that situation, if you don't have air conditioning, is to find a place that does. So you could go to a mall or a store or a restaurant nearby that does have air conditioning to help cool you down. And even a little bit of time that you spend in air conditioning to help cool your core body temperature down is helpful, even if you don't have air conditioning in your own home. So it is a consideration to avoid drinking a lot of beverages that have caffeine. And the reason for that is that caffeine is a natural diuretic, which means that you're going to be expelling more fluids from your body after you have drank the caffeinated beverages. So caffeine can dehydrate you. That's why it's very important. If you're going to drink a cup of coffee in the morning, that's fine. You just want to make sure that you're replacing the fluids you're going to lose by staying well hydrated with water. Water is always the best beverage. Beer and alcoholic beverages can also dehydrate you. So it's important to make sure that if you're going to go out and drink some alcoholic beverages, to make sure that you're treating that almost like a workout and you're staying well hydrated all the time throughout the day in order to prepare your body for that. So the key to heat injury is to prevent it from occurring in the first place, and anyone is at risk for heat injury. Those that are especially at risk are going to be the elderly, children, young children like infants, and those who have heart conditions. And then the one that everyone knows about is sunburn. Sunburn is really exactly what it says in the name of it. It is a burn on your skin. And a lot of people think that it's not a big deal to get sunburn, but it can have long-lasting effects on a person's health. So the key to that is to wear sunscreen, wear as many clothing items as you can to cover your skin, and then wide-brimmed hats are also useful. The recommended SPF is at least 15, and you want to have the wide spectrum sunscreen. And in addition to that, for children or for young infants, you want to make sure that you're getting the infant-specific sunscreen for them. And the nice thing about the infant-specific types is that they will not cause tears in their eyes if it gets into their eyes. And then for elderly people and for young children, it's important to have a higher SPF for them, higher than 15. 50 or above would be good for them.